Hi, friends. It's Emma Vigling with TYT Politics. Hope you're having a lovely day. tytnetwork.com/go if you haven't done it yet. tytnetwork.com/go. Also, Jordan's going to be going live on Facebook, TYT Politics Facebook after me. He has some choice words for our old friend down in Brazil, so that's going to be very entertaining. But, and also, of course, always check out the Standing Rock footage that Jordan has done. We were one of the only outlets that have been there this long, and the fight still continues there. So, but the fight continues at home, too, because Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine right now are planning a thank you party for their millionaire donors. Why are you thanking them? You lost, remember, to the most beatable candidate in the history of the world. Democrats Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine are planning a thank you party next week. Every time I say it. For those who donated millions to their presidential campaign. The party at the Plaza Hotel's Grand Ballroom on December 15th is expected to feature fashion icon Anna Wintour, investor Alan Pitrokoff, hedge fund manager Mark Lasry, and more, according to the New York Post page 6. Oh, wow, that gossip, it's really getting in with the Hillary Clinton campaign. All of these New York socialites, they're going to have a big party at the Grand Ballroom. Hopefully there's no balconies so nobody can jump, an insider told page 6. As if their lives will be affected at all by this, by the way. Clinton raised far more money than President-elect Donald Trump, as much as $1.3 billion, according to the Washington Post, compared to Trump's $795 million. But despite her edge in fundraising and in the popular vote, Trump won last month's election via the Electoral College. Yes, thank you, The Hill. We were all unaware that Trump won the election. So why are you thanking them, Hillary Clinton? As has been laid out here, you lost despite them. That's the more generous analysis of this. I would throw out there that you lost because of them. You lost because of your donors. You lost because you refused to go and have a grassroots campaign like Bernie Sanders and like Donald Trump. So you decided to hobnob with these donors and take their money and outspend Donald Trump, and you still lost. So what are you even thanking them for? They're the exact reason that you lost. So it's such a tone-deaf thing. And also, what does it say about what you think of the Democratic Party and how it should go forward from here? You should have just cut ties with those donors right away. They didn't get you elected. If this is a transactional quid pro quo thing, which I would say that it is, why aren't you just cutting ties? It's because she doesn't want to do a grassroots campaign. It's because that wing of the party does not want to become a Bernie Sanders-esque, speaking to the people from the ground up campaign. They are comfortable this way. These are their friends. These are their neighbors. These are the people that they have caviar and champagne with. They don't want to do away with this system. And actually, this system benefits them all. So that's what bugs me about this. You are having a thank you party for a system that continues to fail you and the American people. So, yes, thank you, rich people who thought they could be cute, Anna Wintour and all of you, by supporting a corporatist candidate who didn't hate gay people and minorities. Thought that you could have your taxes not be raised, but you could still be a good person and support those issues. Thank you so much for donating millions to that candidate by being so cutesy with your tax breaks and with your also love Trump's hate. And now look what we have. You can't have both, as Bernie Sanders has always said. You can't be a party of the wealthy liberal elite, and you can't be a party of the people. And you thought that you could dupe the American people into thinking you could be both, and they weren't having it. So here's where we are. So let's throw a thank you party for it. Thank you, donors, for ruining the Democratic Party. Yay! By the way, these bundlers that are attending this event, Anna Wintour, who's a fashion designer and notorious asshole, raised $239,000 for Hillary Clinton as bundled. So got all of her rich friends to donate. Alan Petrikoff, whatever, who's an investor, he's bundled over $1.15 million for Hillary Clinton. Mark Lasry, who's a hedge fund manager, who, by the way, loves fracking, and the co-owner of the Milwaukee Bucks, for anyone who's a sports fan. I like the Milwaukee Bucks. They're fun. But besides the point, he bundled $1.299 million, so almost $1.3 million. And Tory Burch, I have her purse, one of her purses. She's a fashion designer. I saw her in a restaurant once. That's relevant to the story. She bundled $436,000 for Hillary Clinton. And Harvey Weinstein, who's also attending this event, who's a film producer, studio executive, he bundled a whopping $1.422 million for Hillary Clinton. So these are the donors that we're thanking. So these fashion designers and these film people who, I have some gay friends, I have black friends, I have maybe a Muslim friend, I have people who are Latina that I know, that I like. I don't want them to get kicked out of the country, but I don't want my taxes raised, and I want all these kickbacks that I've been getting under the Obama administration, and actually Hillary Clinton would do them on steroids, so I kind of like that. So I'm going to back them so hard. I'm going to back her so hard, and you know what's going to happen? The American people, they're going to see that this is a buffoon on the other side, and they're going to go with her. Look what happened when you tried to play that tight walk game, that touch and go game. I just cannot stand that kind of liberal elitism that are devastated because hate won. Yes, we told you it would. We told you if you put up populism against corporatism, the populism would win, no matter if the populism was duping the American people. And if you would make a trade-off for your tea and cake and your tax breaks and your corporate welfare and your extravagance and your yacht, instead of having 5 yachts, you had 3. Oh, the horror. And you backed an actual progressive like Bernie Sanders, then maybe you would have actually had someone who wasn't a monster in the White House. People wanted change, and you wanted to dance around that with your confetti and your Katy Perry and your Beyonce and all of this love trumps hate, stronger together nonsense, empty nonsense, because if people dug a little bit deeper, they would see that you were full of it. Right. These guys, like Tory Burch and Harvey Weinstein, they're not bad people. They're wealthy people who, Anna Wintour's a bad person. They're not bad people, though, who want the world to burn. They don't want the fossil fuel industry to destroy this planet, although Mark Lazary wants to frack. But they don't want gay people kicked out of the country. But what they also don't want is to pay a little extra money. And we've gone to a breaking point here where you can't have both. And I'm so sick of this. Social versus economic issues. You know what? They're one and the same. And one of them affects the other. So you can't play this cute game anymore. You make a choice. And these guys made it. So, and also, no one in this country was impressed with frickin' Miley Cyrus and Katy Perry saying love trumps hate. It doesn't, Miley Cyrus, by the way, seems like she was also, I think, a Bernie-ish person, but like that doesn't affect your daily lives. You're rich. People want, that's what politics is. Policy affecting daily lives. It's about people's lives. So remember that the next time you pour your money into a candidate who hasn't told people how she's going to affect their lives in any way. Because it's about people's lives. And you can't just continue to pretend like it's not and pretend like it's another arm of your entertainment complex. So, it's what Bernie Sanders says. The Democratic Party can't be a party of the people and the wealthy elite and the donor class. The wealthy elite can come to our side and they can say, hey, that's the right thing to do. Yeah, Sarah Silverman, Seth MacFarlane, other celebrities, Susan Sarandon that supported Bernie. That's great. They can come to your side, but the Democratic Party cannot be a party that serves both, because you know what happens when you try to serve both the wealthy donor class and the poor and the working class? You trend towards the wealthier, don't you? That's what ends up happening. That's what always ends up happening. The people with the most power get the most kickbacks, and the rest of Everyone else gets stuck in the gutter. And that's what the Democratic Party has turned into. Not that the Republicans are any better, and they are substantially worse in my opinion. But you make a choice, and we have to now. And Hillary Clinton, with her thank you party, wants to make sure the party is still going in her direction. That line cannot be towed. That line has been obliterated. Everyone can see through it, and everyone knows. The Democratic Party has to make a choice. And if Hillary Clinton and her friends want to continue playing this game, we leave them behind and we go forward. I've already left them behind, but we have to convince other Democrats and other progressives to do so as well. So, all right, guys, have a great day.